Imagine a world without guns, a world where power flows from the edge of a blade. This is the Badlands, a land scarred by war, ruled by feudal barons, and stained with the blood of the enslaved and the free. This isn't some distant past. This is our future. A future where civilization has crumbled and might makes right. Where hope is a dangerous whisper and survival is a daily struggle. Welcome to a show that grabs you by the throat and doesn't let go. A show that redefines action television with its raw brutality and breathtaking beauty. Prepare yourself. You're about to enter a world unlike any you've seen before. The first episode, The Fort, throws us headfirst into this unforgiving world. The Badlands, a place where hope is a distant memory, is a harsh and desolate landscape. The environment is as unforgiving as the people who inhabit it, with every corner hiding danger and despair. We meet Sonny, a clipper, a lethal warrior sworn to Baron Quinn. Sonny is not just any fighter, he is one of the most skilled and feared warriors in the Badlands. His loyalty to Quinn is unwavering, but beneath his stoic exterior lies a man burdened by the weight of his actions. Quinn is one of the 7 powerful rulers who carve up the Badlands between them. Each baron rules with an iron fist, maintaining control through fear and violence. Quinn, with his elaborate costumes and commanding presence, is a figure of both awe and terror. Sonny is tasked with transporting a group of captured workers known as cogs. These prisoners, shackled and dehumanized, are a stark reminder of the brutal reality of life under the Baron's rule. These cogs are the lifeblood of the Baron's regime. They are forced to work in the fields, harvesting crops that sustain the Baron's wealth and power. Their labor is relentless, their lives expendable. They toil endlessly in the poppy fields, fueling the drug trade that underpins the Baron's power. The poppy fields are a symbol of the Baron's control, a constant reminder of the oppression that defines the Badlands. But this is no ordinary transport. The convoy, heavily guarded and meticulously planned, is a critical operation for Quinn's regime. The stakes are high, and failure is not an option. The convoy is attacked by Nomads, savage raiders who roam the Badlands, living by their own brutal code. These Nomads are relentless, their attacks swift and merciless. The battle is chaotic, a violent clash of survival and dominance. This attack sets in motion a chain of events that will challenge Sonny's loyalties and force him to confront his own inner demons. As the dust settles, Sonny is left to grapple with the consequences of his actions and the choices that lie ahead. His journey is one of self-discovery, a path fraught with danger and moral dilemmas. The Badlands may be a place where hope goes to die, but for Sonny, it is also a place where he must find his true self. Sonny is a walking paradox. On the surface, he appears to be a man of unwavering resolve, a figure of sheer determination. But beneath that steely exterior lies a complex web of emotions and inner turmoil that few can see. He's a deadly weapon, a master of martial arts trained to perfection. His movements are fluid, precise, and lethal, each strike calculated to bring down his enemies with ruthless efficiency. With a body count higher than anyone can track, Sonny has carved a path of destruction through the Badlands. His reputation precedes him, a harbinger of death to those who dare to cross his path. His weapon of choice, a curved sword he wields with deadly grace. The blade is an extension of his will, a symbol of his prowess and his burden. Each swing, each cut is a testament to his skill and the weight he carries. Yet behind those cold, calculating eyes lies a flicker of something more, a hint of weariness that speaks of countless battles fought and lives taken. There is a depth to his gaze that hints at a soul in conflict, a yearning for something beyond the bloodshed, a desire for peace, for a life unburdened by the constant need to kill. Sonny's thoughts often drift to what could be, to a future where he is free from the chains of violence. He's bound to Baron Quinn by a sacred oath, trained since childhood to be the perfect killing machine. The bond between them is complex, a mix of loyalty, duty, and a deep-seated need for approval. But as the episode unfolds, we see cracks in Sonny's stoic facade, moments of vulnerability that reveal the man behind the warrior. He's not just a weapon. He is a person with hopes, fears, and dreams. He questions his place in this brutal order. The loyalty he once felt begins to waver as he contemplates the morality of his actions and the true cost of his allegiance to Quinn. He dreams of escape, of a life beyond the Badlands, a life where he can find redemption and perhaps a sense of peace. The horizon represents hope, a distant possibility of a new beginning. A chance encounter with a mysterious boy named MK will ignite that spark of hope within him. MK represents a new path, a potential ally in his quest for freedom and a life beyond the violence. But it will also drag him deeper into the heart of the Badlands' web of violence and betrayal. The journey ahead is fraught with danger, and Sonny must navigate a treacherous path if he is to find the peace he so desperately seeks. Section 4. Barons and Cogs, a world out of balance. In this section, we delve deep into the heart of a society that is fundamentally divided. The grand halls of Baron Quinn's fort are adorned with lavish decorations, a testament to the opulence enjoyed by the ruling class. The guests, draped in decadent attire, revel in their privilege, oblivious to the suffering beyond their walls. The show doesn't shy away from depicting the stark inequalities of this feudal society. It paints a vivid picture of a world where the rich and powerful live in unimaginable luxury, while the poor and downtrodden struggle to survive. The contrast is striking, and it serves as a powerful reminder of the inherent injustices of this system. The barons live in opulent luxury, their every whim catered to. Their banquets are extravagant affairs with tables laden with the finest foods and wines. They wear the finest clothes adorned with jewels and gold, a stark contrast to the rags worn by the cogs. Their power is absolute, their rule unquestioned. They command with an iron fist their word law. The barons are the epitome of feudal power, their authority unchallenged, and their wealth unparalleled. The cogs, on the other hand, are treated as little more than slaves. They live in grimy, cramped quarters, their lives a constant struggle for survival. They work long hours for little pay, their labor exploited by the barons. They are branded, their lives forfeit to the barons. The branding is a constant reminder of their subjugation, a mark of their status as property rather than people. Their lives are harsh and unforgiving, a stark contrast to the luxury enjoyed by the barons. They represent the underclass, the downtrodden, the forgotten souls upon whose backs this brutal civilization is built. Their suffering is the foundation upon which the barons' power rests. They are the unseen, the unheard, the ones who toil in the shadows. The show masterfully juxtaposes these two worlds. It highlights the stark contrast between the luxury of the barons and the suffering of the cogs. The opulence of the barons' world is set against the harsh reality of the cogs' existence, creating a powerful visual and emotional impact. We see the gleaming towers of the barons' fort set against the desolate beauty of the Badlands themselves. The towers are symbols of power and wealth, standing in stark contrast to the barren landscape that surrounds them. The Badlands are a harsh and unforgiving place, a fitting backdrop for the brutal society that has taken root there. It's a world of stark contrasts, where beauty and brutality exist hand in hand. The landscapes are breathtakingly beautiful, yet they are also harsh and unforgiving. This duality is reflected in the society itself, where the beauty of the barons' world is built on the brutality of the cogs' existence. The show captures this duality perfectly, creating a world that is both captivating and horrifying. Section 5, Ballet of Blades, the Poetry of Violence. Let's talk about the action, because in the fight scenes are more than just spectacle. They are ballets of blood and steel, choreographed with precision and artistry. Forget shaky cameras and quick cuts. Here, every move is fluid, every strike precise. You feel the impact of every blow, the deadly grace of Sonny's swordsmanship. The show draws inspiration from a variety of martial arts styles, wushu, kung fu, kali, blending them seamlessly into a unique and visually stunning combat style. This is action filmmaking at its finest, where violence is elevated to an art form. Section 6, The Gift and the Burden. M.K. Quote, S arrival. Enter MK, a seemingly ordinary teenage boy who harbors a dark secret. He possesses a power that is both a gift and a curse, a power that makes him a target in the Badlands. His arrival at the fort disrupts the established order. He becomes a pawn in the Baron's power games, a catalyst for the chaos that will soon engulf the Badlands. But MK is no damsel in distress. He's resourceful, headstrong, and determined to forge his own path in this unforgiving world. His journey will be intertwined with Sunny's, their fates forever linked by destiny and the dark secrets they both carry.